Hello, everybody. Welcome to Air Tycoon Online, the Offline 5, Episode 8. And yeah, today we're going to be expanding out of LAX, our new hub. Whoops, that's pretty loud. Gotta turn that down. So yeah, I got LAX a little while ago. All our hubs are finally starting to come in. I've already made some initial routes, some of which are very, very nice routes, which I'll probably eventually add a second aircraft to. Uh, but in the meantime, we're just going to be taking a lot of these nice, juicy kind of routes which go between a large Asian city and a large European city, and then to LA. Unfortunately, LA is at a distance where you can't really get 4 schedules a week, which is a bit unfortunate. Um, but that is not even close to the end of the world. So we'll kind of just deal with it and take what we can take. And yeah, as you guys can see, there's a ton and a ton of cities, which in my eyes are completely worth taking to a city the size of LA, which right now is 1,100 when you add the business and tour together. Like, look at how much bigger that is than, like, Beijing, for example. Insane stuff. And we even get 4 schedules a week because Stockholm is one of the closest cities to the North Pole, which is extremely, extremely nice. Um, yeah, it's just along the nice curvature of the earth. Um, yeah, as you guys can see, like, I'm just scouring the UK and like also all of Europe for the kind of bigger cities in there. Um, yeah, and then we can kind of connect it to LA, uh, and make a ton of money, especially from the LA half of the route. Um, the LA is so much bigger than the other half, and in addition, I have good name value there. So, for example, in the half of the route that goes from actually like Beijing to um, LA for this route, for example, won't be making as much money um, as the LA half of the stopover route, but there's still plenty to go around. Also, my profit is freaking 530,000 on a downtick. Um, so yeah, that's exceptional. That means basically that I'm gonna continue to grow extremely quickly, and I guess you could say very little is going to stand in the way of the growth of my airline at this point. Um, I'm not sure when I should switch over to start buying airports, because for now I'm just focusing on acquiring as many aircraft as possible in order to make um, nice stopover routes. Uh, so I have no idea when I'm going to switch priorities and be like, all right, it's time to focus now on taking slots, or it's time to focus now on buying airports so the AIs can't buy the airports and therefore become unbankruptable. I have no idea what is most important actually. So we'll kind of find out as we go along, and hopefully I won't mess up hard enough so that I have to restart this world, because the first part of this world was long and tedious to play through. Um, and in addition to being long and tedious to play through, I think I played it very well, so there's not much I could improve if I were to play through the first part of this world again. Like, um, what would I do differently? I have no idea, because I feel like I did everything about as well as I could have wanted to do it. Um, yeah, like what could I improve? I mean, I could probably be like 50, 60K higher than I am now if I was even more thorough with making sure I was maxing out my profit in every way imaginable per turn. Um, while still keeping up in a lot of the investments, because if you forget about the investments, I find that it's you kind of fall behind in a way which is hard to recover, because it costs a lot more later on, and your margin always gets lower the longer the game goes, unless the World Traveler Index goes up massively. So yeah, basically, basically what I'm saying is, yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna prioritize. On the other hand, I'm like, there's so many of these routes which I don't even want to take with a measly DC-8, because I think they would make great routes as I can't even make it to that city actually. I think Bordeaux, but then I don't think I can make it to Seoul. Oh no, I can. DC-862 has some decent range actually. And then all we have to do is go ahead and set the prices for all these routes to 1.3, the magical number, and perfect. I think that's all we need to do this turn for routes, and then we need to grab a bit of fuel. Wow, we use our full fuel tank in one turn now. Um, and then we need to buy some aircraft, of which would consist of a few 747s. Let's go with 5 of them. We could use at least that many more. And then the rest, I will just dump on a nice order of Boeing 707s, which I can use probably in New York, because I still need to take a lot of routes in New York as well. And you know, with the remaining money, I'll just get one more 747. Oh, no, 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 no. What did I just do? I just changed the class layout. Uh, what did I make bigger or smaller? I don't know. It looks fine to me, actually. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and order that. And then, ooh, look at that, 615,000 on point 0.6 turn. That's pretty good. SB is being sold on the market. All good to know. All good to know. Yeah, we use a freaking entire fuel tank in one turn. Crazy stuff. Um, let's take a look at this 615,000. So the margin, as you guys can see, is not great. Pretty small margin, but at the same time, look at my investment expenses: 160,000, 170,000 respectively. I mean, I could increase this to 6, but I think that cuts into the margin too heavily. Uh, and I don't know what the AIs would be investing in it, but we can kind of take a look actually and see how much they are, because they seem to have a pretty good idea about how this stuff works, obviously. So they are investing pretty small. I think it's a smaller portion, to be honest. I know their company is smaller in general, but okay, my profit is 4 times higher. So if I multiply this by 4, that's 45,000 um, each. Let's just say, as a little bit of estimation there. So what is my profit? My profit is 4 times higher, and these expenses are much more than 4 times higher. So yeah, I think it's safe to say I'm investing a lot more into services and such than the AIs are. Also, as you guys can see, I have a big order of Tupolevs coming in. Um, the main reason for that is simply, I need to occupy enough slots. So let's go ahead and occupy those. Something like this. Why do I use the really nice services? So yeah, New York is full now, and LA. Let's go ahead and make that full as well, so you can find some nicer cities to do it with. Wait. Hold up. I'm gonna do the long haul routes first. What planes do I have? DC-862. All right, let's see what we can make with LA. LA. I think I've done just about everything. Do Cork, I guess. Yeah, even like terrible cities like Cork are completely worth connecting when using a DC-8. Let's see if I can reach Seoul. Yeah, I can. Nice. I should probably fix that, like the counters and offices pretty soon. But for now, that's probably fine. What other cities do we have in range, but not big enough for a 747 like these guys are? Riga is a good one. St. Petersburg. Wow, I don't even have that on a 747. I could really use some more of those. Fortunately, I can never use Tokyo here, because it's going to tell me it's an improper stopover route. It's too close to LA, basically, so everything I'm stopping over to is actually farther away than, like, LA is to Tokyo. And I don't even have that route. It's only one company, so I might as well overlap that as if it's my own. It'll probably be very profitable, so I'll probably go ahead and do that as well once my 747s come in next turn. Now, what else do we have here? Warsaw, like, these are all 747, like, good routes. Vilnius, I guess, is a decent one. Go ahead and make that. And because, I'm struggling to find anything for LA, let's just hit up New York for easy stopover. Yeah, New York can reach extremely far into Europe and like Asia, so you can find tons and tons of routes, and you can use Tokyo. because of course New York is quite far from Tokyo, which is very nice. There we go. And then yeah, so with the planes we have coming in now, we already bought fuel. Let's just max out the orders for 747s. That's 4 apparently, and then spend the rest of the money on DC-8 62s. Very nice. Go ahead and put an order for those, and then with the remainder of the money, I probably should buy some more fuel tanks. Ooh, look at that. I'll fix the big ones, and then I'll do the rest of the smaller cities off camera. Uh, yeah, like I'll do these ones on camera because they're the main airports, so not a big deal to be spending a little bit of time making sure these guys are satisfied. And then let's pick an airport for some fuel tanks. Let's sort this by slots. I know it doesn't matter which city you have the fuel tanks in, but I just like to pretend it matters. I don't know why. Guess it makes the game a little bit more interesting for me. Go ahead and buy some fuel tanks and spend the rest of our money on fuel. Perfect. And then what else can we do? Oh yeah, we can set the prices. I forgot. So set the price to 1.3. And then we can manually price the remainder of our Tupolev routes as to be very good. And look at our top profiting routes, and look at that. Ooh, 13K. Uh, very, very nice. Very nice indeed. So what can we do? Oklahoma City. Why not? Manually set the price. There we go. What else do we have? LA. I'm just trying to, use up all the slots in LA as to, hold a few of them. I just want to know that for sure in case of like emergency or whatever, I have some routes where I don't feel like ashamed of deleting them. Like, these are perfectly nice, profitable routes, yet I have to delete them, which is why I'm requesting slots for Tupolev routes, because Tupolev routes, I mean, they're profitable, but so barely profitable that it's like you really don't feel bad at all when you delete them. Besides the fact you have to spend the time to delete them. So yeah, and do I have any hubs coming up? I got Chicago in like 3 turns. Jesus. And then after that, Paris is in quite a while before I start to get Asian hubs and other European hubs. I think it's time to find every AI and make sure I have investment in every single one of their hubs. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So, San Francisco has an AI. Do I invest in it? Yes. Does Denver have an AI? No, it does not. LA, I already have a hub. Dallas, no AI. Houston, AI. Am I investing in it? And with the rate of slot acquisition there, I think I'm going to increase that a little bit. Does Atlanta have an AI? Yes, it does. With the rate of slot acquisition, I'm going to increase that. Charlotte has an AI. It's also, losing slots quite quickly. Philadelphia, Washington, Boston, all no AI. Chicago, I'm almost done already. Right, on to Europe. Oh gosh, that I'm going to increase by 2, because that's really filling up fast. And same with that. And Rome was filling up fast. Jesus. The airport, oh my god. Good thing I checked. Yeah, I think I can afford to do this wild investment. I completely forgot about Amsterdam and freaking the other thing. Istanbul has no AI. Moscow. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is tough. There's a lot and a lot of cities. Oh my god, and Singapore and Kuala Lumpur. I'm gonna have to order a couple planes just to take those next turn, so I can start investing in them. Uh, Gosh, we're spending a ton on investment now. Hopefully it doesn't botch our profit. No, it doesn't, because our company is so damn profitable, and the World Traveler Index is so damn good. uh, so yeah, that's like quite insane, I guess. Let's go ahead and stop to Tokyo, And then see if we can do Tokyo to something. Tokyo to Molten? That looks pretty good, actually. I could go the other way, but I can't think of what I would do, so let's just go ahead and do that. Actually, hell no. I think I can do better than that. Close that. Yeah, I think if I go from Tokyo to LA, which is basically not a competition now, considering the competition I do have, I can find something much better on this side. Monrovia? Oh, it's too far. So I have Bogota. Well, they took Miami and the other guy already, so why don't I do Chicago? Okay, I see why I don't do Chicago. What about Toronto? Yeah, see, Toronto is just one airplane, and Toronto is a lot bigger than Multan, or it will be a lot bigger than Multan quite quickly. So I believe I can do that, and the Tokyo half, both halves of the route will make a lot more money. What else do I have on this side of the world? Because let's start with the bigger one, so Warsaw, and then Shanghai, Beijing. This might even be 4 schedules a week. Yeah, that's very, very nice. And yeah, like I think I just need more 747s, but for more 747s, I need more planes in general, I guess. I think we can even do Brussels. And Brussels is kind of weak. Let's do it later. We have much better cities right now, like Geneva. I say much better, but it's like, I don't know, 20 points better. And this is basically max range, so we're not gonna get 3 stops basically, or more than 3 stops, or 3 schedules. What am I saying? Um, yeah. So this is pretty formulaic stuff right here. Just going along and taking all the nicest cities. Yeah, this is what Air Tycoon always becomes at some point. Um, the more interesting parts are really deciding what strategy you want to take. But the actual making routes, once you kind of learn where the big cities are, you just kind of remember where the big cities are and then take them first. The AI is incredibly I guess you could say organized about the order at which it takes the routes. So oftentimes you are left with a lot of nice big routes to take, even quite late in the game. And I could do something like that. Just compete with Lima. 2 airplanes. Do I want to compete with that? Probably not the best idea. Uh, yeah, let's try and find some not competition ones. Stuttgart, Dusseldorf, Cologne. Cologne, I probably won't make 747. Cologne is a little bit on the small side. Marseille, nope. Prague? Yeah, also a bit on the small side. Gdansk, that's a good one. I wonder how you actually pronounce that. I bet it can't be Gdansk. It's got to be like Dansk or something, just silent G. I don't know. I do not know Polish. What else do we have? What else do we have? We can get LA to Munich. Oh my god, how did I miss Munich? Munich is one of the best ones there. And somehow I did not see it. And what can we use as the other half? Shanghai, Guangzhou. Guangzhou is quite a bit bigger than Shanghai, actually. Let's go ahead and use that. Boom. Boom. And then, yeah, we can just basically go ahead and. Is there any more slots here? Nope. Is there any more slots in New York? Nope. Is there any more slots in London? Okay, all 3 of our hubs are slot out of slots. So let's see. Let's make some 707 routes. See if there's any left. Yes, of course there are. You are never out of 707 routes. I'm telling you that much, guys. Because basically any route under the sun can make a 707 stop over profitable, especially if you choose major cities as your hub. It is basically impossible to make an unprofitable 707. Like, just pick a city, and if it exists, great, stop over it, and it works. And you can probably even upgrade it to a quite large plane later. like 767 sized plane and still make money. Uh, yeah, that's the power of stopovers. Like New York to this city, for example, just random city in Europe, barely 200 business and tour, and then a stopover to say Beijing, or can we make it to Tokyo on 4 schedules a week? Yes, we can. Like for example, this route here, we can later upgrade this to probably something bigger than a 707. You can probably upgrade it to a 777 200 ish sized aircraft and still make tons of money. I still remember also in one of my first times playing Air Tycoon Online 3, I decided to go for the 777 200. All right, and I was so confused. Like I had 100% load factor, 100% everything, and these planes were making less than my A310s, and I was like, "What is going on? Like the A310 is not supposed to be so good. They said, why is the 777 so bad, even though it's full?" And then I realized, yeah, then I realized at that point that I had not minimized the seat pitch, and I had like 500, 600 of these airplanes just flying around, making, I don't know, a fraction. It is literally a tiny fraction of what it would be making with a minimized seat pitch. Um, and I was like, the darn, that's expensive. It's expensive to renovate, to fix. So that was a learning experience. Do not forget to minimize your seat pitch. And if you do, you'll probably notice quite quickly, actually, because the routes will be making so little. Like if you actually check them, I don't check my routes very often because I mean, look at this dreariness. It's just everything's 1.6K to 2K. Like, it just goes on forever. I mean, we get some DC8s in there, 707s. It goes on forever. When do we switch to 747s, by the way? Let's see. Oh, there's our first 747s. New York to Warsaw. What's with the pricing there? It looks like that's a route where the pricing is not set properly. Yeah, there's quite a few of them actually. Like here, look at this, another improper pricing route. Um, let's see how many there are. It's small enough number of them right now, so that it looks like I'm not going to be bothered to update it. You see 1.3 is across the board kind of here. You see a 1.29 there, a mispriced route. Like, yeah, there's not enough pricing errors right now to bother to fix it, so I won't. And instead, uh, let's put in an order for some range boosted 707s. Wait, back. Where's the range? Super engine. I'm thinking that it might be worth a super engine because the speed boost might give me a slightly longer range where I still get 4 schedules a week. So I'm gonna go ahead and get super engines and get 7 of these. Wait, no. Wait, hold up. I realized something that is, I probably want 2 planes for Singapore. So let's go fuselage coating and super engine. That can definitely make it from London to Singapore. Uh, actually, just need one of them, and then the rest of the aircraft. Let's buy 1 times range boosted 707. Is it worth super engine? Because if I get super engine, I'm pretty sure it's a threshold for schedules, so I think it's worth it. So super engine 707's pretty expensive for what it is. But I think it'll be worth it. So yeah, let's go ahead and make sure everything's fine. We got fuel past the turn. And 720,000. And British Line has been added to the M&A list. So our M&A list, for some reason when you do well, the AIs do bad. I don't know how it's even related. Like I'm not competing with them at all, so somehow they're still getting on the M&A list. Excuse me. Yeah. So let's go ahead and just find our 747 routes. So let's go for this city. I will still never be able to figure out how to pronounce SZCZECIN. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, I thought that didn't get the not a proper stopover route message, and I was like, what? How's that a proper stopover route? But of course it wasn't. Go ahead and make that. Did I remember to set my prices last turn? Oh, I don't think I did. Hold up, sort by load factor. This is an emergency. Nope, my prices were not set. Uh, so it looks like anything below. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, you know what? I think enough of the routes are messed up, so I'm just gonna globally reset prices to 1.3 and then fix the Tupolevs, which I only have 100 or so of um in the next turn. So this is a bit of a waste because I'm gonna waste all the profit from the Tupolevs for one turn basically. But it's just one turn. Um so we should be fine. I mean, look at our profit. It's 700,000 in what's it called? In this year in 1960 or 1960 70 76 um which is absolutely insane because we are beating our goal of 100,000 increase in profit per 1 year, which is absolutely amazing. Yeah, because at this rate we're gonna be so freaking huge. um so much earlier than the AIs. And it does seem to be exponential because I seem to be able to increase it more than 100,000 quite comfortably per every year that passes. So at the first 3 years, it was a real struggle to keep up with the pace. And now I feel like even though I'm kind of sloppily investing in a lot of things at the same time without much care or thought, the profit is actually just going up. So it seems like, yeah, we are experiencing some real exponential shit right here, which is freaking fantastic. Um, yeah, if this keeps up, we'll definitely be in for a shot at uh, not only doing what we did last game in having a lot of slots in the major airports, but actually having the good routes in the airport as well to back up the slots. Um, so yeah, we go ahead and reclaim some of the freaking slots in LA so I can keep on making these nice stopovers. Uh, let's see. Yeah, it seems to me that most of the decent routes are capped out. We got Brussels left. Could do Brussels to Beijing. That's probably 4 schedules a week. Nope, that's only 3, unfortunately. So what else can we do? Oh gosh, we can even go this way. Yeah. So Busan is probably the biggest. To LA. No, I clicked Ivern by accident. I hate how the major cities move. If you've been paying attention, you'll see that they move around slightly. I think it's just a glitch. But it's a pretty freaking hilarious glitch, but kind of annoying at the same time, in the sense that we're out of 747s. I want 747s. Buy a plane, 747. How many will let us get? 5 of them. Okay, we're getting 5 of them. And then, are these DC-8s range boosted? No, they're just regular. So let's find some regular DC-8 routes to LA. That's just slightly out of range. Ooh, that would have been a good 747 route I missed. But this is a good DC-8 route. Go ahead and get to Beijing. Do we get 3 schedules a week? Okay, that's 3 schedules a week. So then we'll just go for something farther. Yep, there we go. Let's remember to reset to set up the prices this time. Because it's really annoying to have to completely reset all the prices because you forgot to set one of them. It's kind of costly for no good reason. That's not going to give me 3 schedules a week, so I might as well go for a better city. There we go. What else? LA to that range is just short of a lot of these cities, and I mean literally by a few kilometers. And Cologne, yeah, I think the range is what 9,630. Used to be 22, so I don't know why they increased it a bit. Um, but uh, it is what it is. Yeah, I remember using this plane so much in Air Tycoon 2 in the expansion phase, and I remember why now. It is freaking fantastic still. Um, it basically does exactly what you want a plane of this size to do, which is, just connect all the cities for a cheap amount of money. And because they're always 100% full on a stopover, and thanks to the way the number of schedules is calculated as per week, then yeah, you basically get a really good deal because the ticket prices are quite high for the number of schedules you get. So yeah, you make pretty good profit, and that's exactly what we're doing. So let's go ahead and uh try and find some more slots for LA. LA to San Fran. Let's go ahead and get some of these slots. LA to where was that city? Basel, and then to where is this? To Guangzhou, and then yeah, that should be pretty good. All right, so looking at this video now, oh my god, we're already 31 minutes. This is what happens when I play on camera. So, yeah, I'm just gonna, I guess, pass the next turn. Yeah, I mean, what else can we do? Wait, no. I need to do just a few more things. So, firstly, we need to put an order for some range boosted 707s. I prefer using 707s whenever possible to DC-8s, but uh, yeah, just a regular fuselage coating should be good enough. Wait. Once again, the super engine allows 4 schedules a week, so I think I'll use it instead. Go ahead and drop an order for 6 of them. Nope, 5. And then, yeah, well, that's basically going to be it for this episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.